Walking through this graveyard, I've noticed that a lot of the names on the headstones are in German. And that's because in the 1880s, the Germans actually settled here. They took the northeast and the British were down in the southeast. Now, because there's over 800 different languages spoken in Papua New Guinea, the Germans needed one so they could trade, and they developed Tok Pisin. Tok meaning to talk, Pisin meaning pigeon. The funny thing is that nowadays, that's the common language throughout Papua New Guinea. It's just a fun fact, it's quite interesting. I could do with a lawnmower though.
Time moves quickly in this part of the world. The seasons are incredibly dramatic, with huge rainfall in the wet and extremely hot and dry conditions in the other half of the year. It has a cleansing effect, but also means places like this can quickly fall into disrepair. This graveyard remains as a silent reminder of a time long forgotten by most locals. It was part of New Guinea's history that came to an end during World War II. One thing that will never be forgotten is the role of the Coast Watchers. They performed extraordinary feats of bravery during World War II, and this monument was built to remember them. Essentially, the Coast Watchers were responsible for intelligence gathering and guerrilla operations in this region during the war. They were dotted about the islands of New Guinea, often in quite precarious positions. Their main role was to watch out for enemy movements and report via radio anything that can be important information for command to know. The Coast Watchers were generally isolated and at risk of being captured by the enemy. But throughout the war they remained vigilant, and thanks to the combined work of the Defence Forces and local people, the Coast Watchers played a huge role in the war in New Guinea. There are other remnants of the war all over the place in Papua, from rusty old guns to plane wrecks and machinery. And like the coastline here is gradually eroding away, so too are these leftovers from wartime.